Blessed elder, blessed. Now, this one I want to talk about this little stupid Adam 22, and many others, because other day Hocus forfeit from the Bronx. He made a challenge of put your flag down challenge to many of the gang members out there in the United States of America. And Adam 22 made a marking off of it. And I'm like, sometimes I really have to just pause, when I think about foolish people like this, cause any brother that keep on going up on Adam 22 show, or any sister or any gang member, even if you're a Latino, you're going on the devil's playground. He don't care whether you get in trouble. And it's supposed to be for us to care about each other, whether somebody is in a gang, or whether you're trying to prevent somebody from a gang, or whether you're trying to stop gang violence, or whether you're trying to stop violence. He is not trying to stop no violence in our communities. He want the violence to keep on going because he get paid off of us dying. And I'm not going to stand for him thinking stuff is a joke when one of my brothers from the Bronx and one of our brothers is trying to do something serious to other brothers, and he making little jokes about it. And this is why some of these Caucasians, you cannot trust them. And he is just one of them. To me, picking on him or even calling his name right now is picking on him. But it's like, the sad thing about it is he'll have brothers that'll defend him. And they'll parade around him. They'll act like it's okay for what he just said in the video he just made the other day. But nobody don't call him a clown. Nobody don't see the devilish things he do. Nobody don't see the negative energy he carry. That show is a whole bunch of negative energy up there. That show is demonic. Okay, so I'm talking to all the brothers out there that go in that show. Ain't about you believing in God or anything. This ain't that. But if you go on that show, you already know what you bringing to yourself. For real, we gotta stop playing these little childish games with these people out here. They don't care for us. And I ain't playing with none of them. Straight up and down. And has it been cool for us to be even playing with them like it's a game? Who's Adam 22? You serious? And these dudes think they could get away with doing certain things to us. And they eat off of us. They eat off your pain. And I'ma keep saying it. I'm just waiting to see the brothers and the sisters too, the people that defend Adam 22. I'm waiting to see the people that jump up to defend him, like always. Because there's always a few that come up to defend them for the stupidness that they do, and this is how we always keep on falling back. This is how we always keep on falling back. But I'm not taking the nonsense, because I don't even care if you black and you playing that game. Time is over for us to be falling back. That shit is too much for falling back. And then you have people playing games on our pain? When has it been cool? Even when we do it, that joint ain't a game. It never been a game, and it ain't about beating him up. Nah, it's about really, you gotta really show these people like Adam 22 who they are. You know, because a lot of people that go up on his show always said they talk to him on his level like a kid. And they don't talk to him like a grown man. You know, and he play around with you, and he disrespect a lot of black people up there on his show, and y'all laugh in his face and play around like this is some show or like this is some game. He don't care for you. He don't care for you, and like y'all always want to be talking about this ain't about color. Well, you know what? You surely on the losing side of something, okay? If it ain't about color, you surely on the losing side of something. Cause any way you twist it and turn it, you on the other side of the angle. And these people are on the other side of the angle. And you're trying to get to that side of the angle. Whether you want to call yourself a regular civilian or whether you want to call yourself a street person, a gangster or a thug, you're trying to get to that side. And this is the sad thing when we don't teach each other. Because now it comes to the point where they want to say, oh, it's nothing, man, it's nothing. And he could just say sorry. I'm not from that generation of these people saying sorry, you know, because if a black man or any gangster want to put their flag down, you let them put their flag down. You don't know what they doing. They saying they want to stop. So for somebody that's joking against people that's saying they want to stop the bloodshed, that's when you know those is the enemies. Whether they friends or family or whoever. Because trust me, it's coming to a time where everybody gonna have to pick a side. Everybody gonna have to pick a side. You're gonna have to pick a side. The people that go on his show tell all their business. Well, to me, it's not even about telling their business, Elder. It's about our people not having enough strength, man. Like, for real, y'all. Like, I'm tired of walking around, like, of how we playing, you know, because, first of all, you go on there, right? And he asks you stuff about your neighborhood and your gang, and people just be giving him up. But then after that, if you wanted to come to me or you or anybody else for an interview, they come with this stupid nonsense, snitching and telling. But you ain't snitching and telling going on that show. But you're snitching and telling if you told one of your brothers. But you're not snitching and telling going to the Caucasian man. Okay. And this is the thing. Bless up, Marlene. Bless up. And this is the thing, what I say with our people, do not use their brain, because I hate explaining simple stuff. I really do. It like really gets to me, you know? And one thing our people like to do is ignore the real truth. It's easy to say no if he asks for a interview, so they are willing to tell your business. No, and they go up there And some of them don't even care. You go up there, next thing you know, you catch an indictment. And one thing growing up in Bronx and Brooklyn, but Brooklyn the most, I tried to keep my friends out of the street. I tried to keep my friends out of jail. And that shit wasn't no joke, okay? Some went to jail. Some didn't. And some still in jail till this day, okay? And I knew that it was a choice that some made that didn't want to leave the streets. And as some of them still write letters, you think about when we was young teenagers, and a lot of them wish that they could change. They wish that they didn't do what they did. Some of them are okay with their choice. And this is the thing that we really need to start teaching each other in the ghetto. Like, it ain't about being okay with the choice, or it ain't about not being okay with the choice. It's really about getting all the brothers and sisters to leave this street mentality alone. For real, because I watch so much people that picked up this street game or picked up this street mentality. And not to say that they don't have no business out there, because sad thing is, all you need is a crew and some metal, and voila, okay? And some people in the hood, we don't really want to talk about the problems. We creating these problems every day where we got our people, we're hunting each other down every day. And yeah, some people run away from this thing that we call the hood or the ghetto that all of us grew up in. But the sick mentality of it is, it don't matter how much all of y'all keep running. No matter if you want to call yourself a regular civilian, or don't even matter if you want to call yourself a gangster that made money and you moving out the hood, or anybody, or a rapper, or whoever. This is the sick thing, that we run away from each other because we all are running away from our pain. Okay? When you hear some rappers talk about, yeah, they just visit the hood in a while, it's okay for everybody to say that. It's okay for some entertainers to say that. But you know what's the real truth about it is? Everybody that came from this so-called urban ghetto community, or whatever we want to call it, we are running away from our own pain, the same pain we all created within each other, and the same pain others created a system for us to live in. But we ain't see no way to get out of that systematic pain. And the thing is, they're just sitting back watching. They watching us destroy each other. But it's gonna come to the point right now, and it been coming to the point from Malcolm and Martin in them days, Marcus Garvey in them days, Elijah in them days. When are we gonna realize to say, yo, no more. No more. How many people are gonna get sick and tired of being sick and tired? And nobody ain't never come up with no solution yet. Because we got different things. Guns down, gloves up. Yeah, that's cool. It's many different things that need to heal in our communities. We need to heal each other. We need to heal each other's minds. We need to talk to each other. We need to really know what's going on. You think that just looking at some things and saying like, yeah, I gotta get out the hood. And then you know when somebody mother or somebody aunt or somebody grandmother, they still live there. And then we think it's okay to say like, oh, they 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 live in a bad community. Let's be honest, black people. Everywhere we live in America that we call the ghetto is a bad community. It's the same thing. It's just different swings and different styles. But no, we want to be like Cali. They do how they do. New York do how New York do. Atlanta do how Atlanta do, excuse me. And we separate each other so much and so bad. So bad we stretch each other out. Like Reed Richards. And it's painful because how many more black men gotta go before we actually realize what's going on? It's all a game. How many more people gotta go on a stretcher before you realize this street life ain't nothing, the money ain't nothing? The so-called power in the streets, it ain't nothing. That joint come and go to different people. That shit transfers to different people. You will never hold that power forever. You will never be in that position forever. Things come and things go. In the streets for black men and black women, I know it may pain a lot of my brothers and sisters that's in the street. And let me tell you something, I don't care what nobody say. I love my black brothers and sisters if they're in the street. But it's time to hang it up. Everybody, every single body. It's time to stop making each other cry. It's time to stop the pain. That's all we doing is hurting each other. Not day by day, but just minute by minute. That's all we giving each other is pain, pure pain. Nothing but pain. Because what goes on in the streets, it surely trickles down into people's families. And people want to act like this is a game. When you a street dude or a street girl, who you think bail you out of jail? Huh? Not the gang. Not your friends. Your family members scrape that money together. Or people in the neighborhood scrape that money together. People that you never knew scrape that money together. It's only once in a blue moon, or once really, if that clique got money, that you getting bailed out. Or that big dog got money, that you getting bailed out. Other than that, you stay in there. And you gonna handle that time. But I'm saying this, man. To all the brothers out there. Is it okay for y'all to keep going on? Is it okay See, because some people will always say, like, oh, we gotta show the kids another way. No disrespect, but we playing games. Because it's about the kids, but it's about all of us, okay? It's about us really living different. How much we been up against, and we still gotta be circling around in a damn pen, fighting against each other, fighting against many different wars. Black men, we in a battlefield on earth, okay? And you have to see that you're a king. You have to see that you are God. Yes, you are a warrior. But the battle is not against you, yourself, your brother, your kin, your kind, you. It's not the battle. It's not the battle. And many people will want to teach people, yeah, it's about higher and lower self, but you know what? We've been swimming in our lower selves for too long, black man. They don't want to put this on the table, but I ain't scared to put it on the table because I ain't scared of nobody. This shit gotta stop. Too much. Too much, man. Like, casket after casket. Funeral home after funeral home. And we just looking at this like this shit normal. This shit ain't normal. It ain't normal somebody gotta get a call 3 o'clock in the morning to go view their brother on the floor or in the hospital. Get out their bed. Stay up all morning. Don't get no sleep. Cause you don't give a damn about sleep. Cause all the sleep is out of you. You don't get sick of that? The games don't get over? So when you can have people like Vlad, Adam 22, or anybody that joke off of our pain, enough is enough, man. We need to take control of ourselves fully. Fully. And many of the brothers know what I mean when I say that. We need to take control of ourselves fully. Because right now the cup is running over. But the people need to drink. For real. I don't like this at all. You know? Every day is a... Bless up her energy. Bless up, man. Every day is a fight. You know? It's a fight. For real, cause it ain't about watching the news. We see this every day in our communities. And No matter where you live in America, we see the warfare in our communities, like it's Iraq or Afghanistan or Kuwait. It's them versus them. I don't care about that no more. I don't care about it. I've been so fed up with watching my brothers die for a senseless life, and there's so much growth we could have with each other. Killing ain't getting us nowhere. It ain't getting us nowhere but the same old cycle of pain. And we need more men to step up and speak about this. My brothers in the street need to step up. Okay? The sisters need to step up too. We are our own worst enemy. Well, that's been going on for too long, but right now we need to be each other's best friends. Okay? We need to be each other's best friends. I'm sick of us being each other's enemies. I don't care how some people look at it bad. I don't care. I want us to love each other. Forget about how others look at us. I want us to look at each other in good ways. We done been looking at each other all different type of ways. Let's change the narrative and change the story. Because we could change it. That's why I don't participate when people say we don't got power. No, man. Got a lot of power. But it's just many scared to use it. So many is scared to step up. So many is scared to use their voices. So many is scared to use their energy in their bodies. So many is scared to say stop. So many is scared to say we must stop. You think it's normal for black men to just be dying and falling around black America just by gun violence? And we don't want to think that it's sick. We don't want to think that something is wrong with it, but we want to call that a culture and a lifestyle. And then you see innocent people getting hit too? No. It ain't. They are scared because they are too busy trying to fit in. And this is the thing. I don't even care. Even the street people need to change too. Okay? Because it ain't nothing good on the street. It ain't nothing good. It ain't nothing good. Okay? It ain't nothing good. We ain't getting nothing. It ain't no rosemaries. It ain't no rose petals. It's nothing good. You're not getting no good outcome. You will have a little fun for a while. You're going to have a little joy. You may think everything is okay, but trust me, you're going to feel more pain than you ever feel joy. You know? And for the people that be wanting to feed people of telling them that you ain't going to feel no pain, no. They lying to you. Because they ain't going to tell you you'll lose many family members, you'll lose many friends. You might even lose yourself, and you still living. And that's what we have right now with a lot of our brothers. The minds is so gone where A lot. I know for a fact, yo, you go around America, you cannot separate a lot of these dudes from the street, because you know why? They not gonna go. They're so hold on tight to it, okay? You have to really understand that it ain't even that somebody was born into this, but it's about us growing. When you have like a community as in a state like South Carolina or North Carolina, and some people just grow up in those states, in the small towns in North Carolina or South Carolina, and that's all they see. Well, you know what? Some people ain't gonna never want to grow out of that. And some people don't grow out of that little small community. It's just like in Baltimore. Some people never left Baltimore. Some people growing up in Brooklyn. Some people never left Brooklyn. Growing up in the Bronx. Some people never left the Bronx, even growing up in Boston. Some people never left, so they're in that community and they're in where they grow up, and all they know, what some of our people are scared to admit, all they know is that all they know. And yes, you could talk till the cows come home and say, yeah, man, stop. But you know what? I keep on learning day by day that you ain't just gonna grab a brother off the street. You ain't gonna just grab a little kid off the street. You ain't gonna just take a lady off the street or a young lady. Some people think it's all easy to be saying this, or you could talk on the corner. Nah, it ain't gonna do that. Some people actually really gotta see a new lifestyle in their mind first. Some people actually gotta see it. It gotta actually touch their mind and their heart. You know, because they spirit and they soul gonna always be willing, but they gotta actually feel it to want to make that transition to change. Other than that, some brothers and sisters gonna be stuck in the street. Okay? They ain't gonna move. They ain't gonna go nowhere. And some of our people have to really come down to the understanding of that. If they don't have an avenue to go to, not an avenue as in a block or something where you chill at. I mean another thing to do as in life, something else to do. You know, if they don't have something else to stare to, they're gonna be stuck in that. If it don't hit the mind, and if it don't hit their heart and touch them, they're gonna stay in what hits their mind every day. They're gonna stay in what they know every day, because whether you like it or not, that's what hits their heart and their mind. The street life that they're in. And some people, they don't never really want to look at the real situation and admit the truth. But you have to admit the truth. Okay? You have to admit the truth of it. Because if we don't admit the truth, we will never get nothing solved. People will think that you'll want to say, yeah, that's what they do in California. That's what they do in New York. It ain't about no California or New York. This is our so-called black community. And it's going to say which way. I know a lot of people for the past few years will say, oh, we saving the youth. Yes, I like to hear that, but you know what? It's about saving all of us as well. Okay? Because when Malcolm and Martin and all of the other elders was doing this, they wasn't talking about the youth only. Okay, and why I say that? It has a lot of people that's faking nowadays with this saving the youth, but after that, you see them being childish. You can't talk about saving the youth if you acting worse than the youth. You can't talk about you want to save the young if you acting younger than the young people out there. What nonsense are we dealing with? Are we looking at? Are we even listening to? Are you serious? That's why I don't take a lot of people serious. Cause it really comes good with your wordplay, right? But your wordplay ain't good if your action ain't good. If these young people see you playing like a clown, you think they gonna really listen to somebody that's judging them and you acting like a clown? They should not listen to you, cause what are you telling them? If you telling them something but you're acting another way. That's the thing. These young kids, they may be, as some people would want to call them, wild, but they ain't stupid. Okay, because the thing is, I always say, if you call these young kids in this generation wild, okay, take the timeline back. From right now, we in 2025. If you go back to the early 2000s, was everybody perfect in the community? No. If you go back in the 90s, was everybody perfect in the communities? No. If you go back in the 80s, was everybody perfect in the communities? No. The 70s and the 60s? No, no, no. So you can, I always, it's not really good, I will say, for us to be judging different generations, because the thing is, yes, different generations would change, but always say that as the generation change and get higher, we should get better. Okay? Because you hear people talk about back in the days when our grandparents and them and our great grandparents and them used to have respect where they could leave their doors open, but nowadays everybody got like 20 locks on their door. Okay? So as I said, when it was supposed to get better, we took a backslide. And this is when we need to step up though. Okay? Because we must take care of us. Okay? We must take care of us. We can't look for handouts, or we can't look for other people to take care of us. We can't even look for a broken government or a broken system to take care of us that never wanted to take care of us anyway. They only wanted to use us. And see, the thing is, with that, we have to really know our worth in this world. Okay? You're more than what you could ever possibly think. So, this is why day by day, time by time, my people, you must really wake up. Okay? You must really wake up. Because it's going to always be bumpy roads, right? But this is why I don't like when we make bumpy roads for ourselves, okay? Because the real enemy is not us. It's not each other. You know, like when you look at, you want to love something that hates you, it's not good. And that's what our people did. We fell in love with a beast that don't love us. A beast that is nothing but treachery. When you see us warring with each other, it's a lot of misunderstandings. And many things could get handled. For real, take the war down. We need more than peace. We need love. We need care. We need to really go back and really find out where we went wrong as a people. Of why a lot of us is filled up with so much hate. for each other. And when I'm saying that, I'm not saying that we must hate the people that hate us or that's in this world as well, but why must you direct your hate towards your brother and your sister? Because soon as we say we love each other, that's what they would want us to think directly. That when we love each other, we turn back around on everybody else that hated us. But the thing is, the truth is the truth, okay? And the truth could never be a lie. As many a times in this world we had to love each other and defend each other as black people. Nowadays we need to love each other more than ever. And don't be ashamed of it. Hold it up proud. Because we ain't got nothing to be ashamed of. And we should never be ashamed. Sometimes I think when I look at some of the hate, some people are ashamed. You know, because they really are scared to dig down deep. It's a lot of bravado, a lot of toughness that a lot of people put up. And a lot of sickness that people don't want to admit. A lot of hate. You know, but when you look at every individual person, you'll see that many of us need healing. Many people can't express it. So the only way they know how to express it is with anger and rage and all type of things. Many people need help that they're not getting. And what do foolish people do? Laugh at those people. And this is why I say we have a hurt community. The hood is hurt. Black people are hurt in the hood. Very much hurt. No matter how much we want to ignore it, we hurt. And I'll never take nobody playing with that pain. And you shouldn't either. Don't matter who. Okay? They got all these platforms out here. Use them good. Use them to help for real. Spread some real knowledge up here. Spread something good. Let somebody walk away with something they could feel, they could hold on to, they could carry it within their days. You can't have a big bag with nothing in it. Cause just remember, the littlest bag can hold the biggest rock. Don't ever forget that. The littlest bag can hold the biggest rock. We've been through too much, but I like to look at the glorious and the good. Because we are too good to be acting like we are too bad. And this is why many people in the black community need to help those that need healing, because they do need help. They are in pain. They are hurting. God bless to everybody that came out. Thank you very much. Much love to you.